Are you that business owner when it comes to Baz Day or when it comes to paying the super, you have no cash left because you're an overspender? Every dollar you had yesterday, you spent, and today you're worrying about, how am I going to pay for that bill? How am I going to pay the ATO? How am I going to pay my staff super? Or do you just ignore the problems altogether as if they don't exist? Guys, if you are like that, you are an overspender. And overspenders, they are fantastic people when it comes to getting yourself in trouble. Now, they are the type of people who are always going to be willing to take a risk, but the problem is, the reason they take risks is they're never fearful of what might happen tomorrow. Now, guys, if you are someone like that, potentially what's going to happen is you've probably already found yourself in a whole lot of trouble. Or if you're new to business, you're going to find yourself in trouble at some point because you've spent cash you don't even have, you haven't allocated towards future expenses. So guys, I want to introduce to you what you can do if you're an overspender when it comes to spending cash that you don't have, it's not yours. So that could be maybe putting money aside for the ATO, for super, for operating expenses, or making sure you don't spend more in operating expenses than you really should, so you don't find yourself in a business position where you are at a loss. What can you do? Well, first up, it's about setting actually a foundation in your business to control your cash. So that could be basically parking money aside. Now, that is really easy to say, hey, every time some cash comes in your business, you're going to say, keep 10% for GST and maybe 30% for expenses, and then maybe other expenses or money towards maybe paying your staff, payroll or whatever, right? That's all cool. But human nature dictates that if you're a person who likes to overspend, you have no fear for tomorrow, you're going to spend that money no matter what. One thing I teach my clients is to have a separate bank accounts, but then removing that temptation. How can you remove that temptation? So you might have separate bank accounts at different banks. It might be that when it comes to paying the ATO, that with your Baz, instead of paying every quarter, maybe you pay weekly. Just get the money to the ATO straight away, because once it's gone, it's no longer there for you to go and use and steal towards pointless spending that's just going to land you in hot trouble down the track. So guys, there are many things you can do if you're a business owner and you're finding yourself in a spot of bother when it comes to never having the cash because you didn't think about what you're going to do it for. If you're the type of person that has no fear for tomorrow when it comes to cash or your consequences of your actions, listen up. There are some really good stuff you can do. It's just a matter of putting those actions in place.